Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a High-elo Game Cast. I am Sylphin, where we take a look at high-elo players, cast their matches, and try to learn from what these high-skill players do. Like usual, we are using third-party ELO, so it is simply not official. It is simply just the best thing that I have there. The PFN did happen last night, but simply I don't have any matches from that, and as it was the day one, I thought I would let that go and cast one of these. Amazon is the tried and true way of shopping for anything you need or want at the lowest prices. Support the channel at no cost to you by doing your Amazon shopping through the link in the video description. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this game, as this is one of the best Muriel skins on the planet. Like that is top tier coordination. Erasic? My apologies. So here on the blue team we have Ara, I will call him on Muriel, Sour on Kwang, Colombian on Revenant, Plato on Murdoch, and the Hawk Rider on Rampage. Phasma on Zinx, Caboose on Wukong, Redog on Crunch, Involve on Moragesh, and Strafe on Grim. So two carries for both teams, Revenant and Murdoch, versus the monkey himself and Grim.exe, or Grimex. One of the best release videos, hands down, I think that Epic has done so far. So it looks like some wards are coming out here for the orange team here on their safe side of the map, so that is very, very good indeed. Colombian harassing Involved just a little, but he's going to be pretty darn aggressive here. It looks like he started with the Scar, as a Hellfire round shenanigans probably isn't better, and he probably knows that, as that slow to secure kills here in the early game is actually probably going to be pretty darn effective. So it looks like Colombian may be winning this, well, probably, depending on if Involved can get another mark off or not. He will. There's the mark. So it's going to be really tense here in this lane, but Involved probably not going to go down, as Colombian misses a few basic attacks there. So very tense situation here in the mid lane. Looks like Colombian's going to stay and Involved's going to go back. Redog maybe he should be coming here to gank the Revenant in the mid lane. I will start to call them by their hero picks instead of the players themselves, just so it grants some clarity if you are indeed, you know, kind of not watching or just listening to the cast. So Grim with the Displacement Blast on Plato, but the shields here from Muriel saved that a little bit of harassment. So the Moragesh does have twice as much health here as the Revenant in the mid lane, but he is going to back off, as he knows that the Crutch is going to come here in the mid lane, getting ready for that for the river buffs that are going to come up. But here is Colombian. He's going to be in quite some trouble. He shouldn't be going down this way indeed. So Revenant trying to go back, but he is indeed dead. Involved does catch up pretty quite easily. Colombian will go down either to the dot damage or for the basic attacks, and the Moragesh does get the first kill of the game on Colombian. So the harassment didn't quite pay off. He will be, the Revenant will be in the positive in terms of farm, and he is indeed. So there is that. So first kill of the game goes to the orange team, with Colombian trying to be pretty aggressive here, win his lane as the Revenant master himself. So Wukong versus the Kwang. Well, that's going to be hard to say here, as it's going to be quite interesting. Kwang will definitely have the sustain, but once the Wukong gets level 5 and maybe some of his own sustain, then it may turn in terms of the lane dynamic. But I mean, it really kind of just depends. The Wukong has no mana, no stun to definitely get away, but Colombian is going to hopefully win this trade here, as the Revenant goes all in on the Moragesh, but there's the Swarm to get away. There is the Scar! Oh yeah, 100%. 100% goes down. Colombian there with the kill. Revenant with the kill, and the Wukong goes down against the Kwang, just as we were saying. No mana for the stun to secure his escape, or for his staff of legends. So unfortunately he does go down. Kwang with the level 5 does have his Fury of the Heavens as I was just going to say, Fury of the Storm. I've been watching a lot of Heroes of the Storm lately. I really enjoy watching Heroes of the Storm. It looks solid. It's not crazy fast. It's not crazy nonsense. It's just, it's nice. Like, yeah, there's some crazy bursty plays, but like, yeah. Crunch comes in here, catches the Revenant rotating. There is the Revenant ultimate to isolate himself from the Crunch, but no, it isn't not long enough. He can't win that trade against the Morgash, and he comes out of his ultimate and does fall to the Crunch and Morgash combo. So there is a redog there on Crunch, really helping out Involve in this mid lane, even though Colombian does have 1 kill and possess Spryken. So that sustain obviously wasn't enough. There is the Sword of the Heavens from the Kwang. There's the Fury of the Heavens, and Hawk Rider with the ultimate enraged to come in and secure the kill. So that is a good 2-person gank here from the Kwang and Rampage, rotating all the way over from the solo lane to secure the kill on Involve, not wanting to let a Morgash get ahead too much. It is the same attribute points, 5 and 5 for the respective mid laners, with Possessed Spryken coming out for both. So an intense sustain here. It looks like the Kwang trying to rotate over back to his solo lane gets caught by the Wukong and the Crunch, but he does get out. The Hawk Rider is diving deep into the jungle. 3-person rotation in the orange team jungle as the Revenant, Kwang, and Rampage diving into their enemy's strong jungle, stealing the green buff, getting a kill on the Crunch, with the Wukong here not able to. So the momentum is going back and forth. Nice answer from both of these teams, but I mean, feeding a Revenant here who does have, okay, no, he's not too fed. The Morgash is more fed, although he does have a little bit more farm. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, it depends on how much this swings back and forth here with these fantastic plays that have been going on. It will determine who gets what advantage. So Colombian looking like he's going to go hard here. Look, missing all of those basics as Involve is actually hiding behind this siege minion. Looks like it's not really working too well. Revenant is sniping over the head, getting that. Look at those kills here with the ultimate, and that's going to secure that kill. So Involve going down tremendously quickly here from Colombian as another hero was taken down here. The Grim and Murdoch, or Grim and who's that? Zinx. I know that hero. Managed to take out the Murdoch. Muriel not able to save him from that from the pressure here. The stun is just really effective here. The Zinx really can't do too much. The Murdoch and Muriel can't really do too much. But look at that counter gank here. The Revenant, Muriel, and Rampage return that favor, getting a 2-for-1. So it is definitely heading over to the blue team's favor. You can see that these counter rotations, securing of kills, just is relentless. It's absolutely relentless, and they aren't letting anything go unpunished. And that is one of the most intense thing about MMR Cap, about this level of play here. These teams are insane, ladies and gentlemen. 2195 ELO versus 2213. So 2,198.5 versus 2,213. Incredibly high ELO. All Masters players. I mean, there's definitely a 3-stack from Involve, Phasma, and Strafe. But on the other team, I'm not sure who would be stacking. But I mean, insanely high ELO. Basically, there's 100% going to be comms involved here. So these players know what's going on and absolutely know how to secure advantages and kind of just return the favor. I mean, the back and forth nature, as you can see, is out of this world. With the blue team here on the, they're ahead, 7-3. 7-3. The farm is in their favor as well, monstrously. 20%, how much is that? Is that 30% farm increase? So 41,000 gold. So they are 7,000 gold ahead. This blue team that is likely due to the 3 kills here of the Revenant, 9,600. Okay, no, so it is actually the Rampage doing a tremendous job here. Colombian does pick up the kill, Does he get the second kill? Indeed, no, he just got one of those kills. So, I mean, feeding a Revenant is terrifying. 10,500 versus the enemy teams. Yeah, so look at these numbers here. Definitely quite behind. Colombian is 10 to the Morgesh's 7. So is, you know, Revenant pulling ahead is not a very good thing. That is his nature, to snowball, get that advantage, grab a good guard piercer, which, I mean, he already has. It's just phenomenal. Revenant, yeah, maybe he is definitely overtuned, but, I mean, somebody like Colombian is not going to miss. And there is the ultimate. There is the obliterate. Does it pay off? There's a scar. There's a kill indeed. Does Colombian get it? Yes, he does indeed. So I don't think that did work in his ultimate. So no, we didn't see that, unfortunately. 12,000 to involves 8,000. So 50% more farm here for this Revenant. It is going to be a nice juicy card here coming up for him. Strafe does get the shield off to mitigate the Sword of the Heavens here from the Kwang, as blue team trying to press their advantage here in the mid lane. Orange team looks like they're going to take this moment of reprise to grab Fangtooth. Probably the play, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the play indeed. I mean, they don't have any vision. They have no wards on the map, so they don't really know. They are playing it safe. That may have been their moment indeed to get Fangtooth. Do they have flames? There's one flame. Two flames. Probably two flames for replay bug. Two flames for the blue team. One here for the orange team. It's not even on their jungler, actually. It has to be a replay bug. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not. Okay. That absolutely has to be a replay bug. So we will simply see once that stops. So the orange team trying to push down this mid lane. I'm not sure they don't have the power advantage, and they're just getting absolutely clobbered with a fantastic boulder to the face here from Rock Haida. Takes out the Morgesh instantaneously. Takes out the Zinx, just following him with that fantastic rumble ability to slow her down. Secures that kill, and Crunch gets obliterated from Colombian, who once again did use his ultimate, and there is another nice juicy gold. So Revenant in the mid lane is going to be obviously it has been a very impactful choice here. I am focusing on that just because it is a bit of a strange pick, but look at those 3 attacks. He is trying to follow this Wukong, use his ultimate, but no, unfortunately does get out and doing Wukong things, doing the monkey things. Colombian wanting to punish that, trying to get that kill and pressure the advantage. Nitro Boost and Guard Piercer can enable him to chase people down with pretty much infinite sustain and dealing tremendous damage. So well done indeed. 13-3 here for the orange team, or for the blue team rather. They have the tremendous advantage, even though the siege is the same. Both tier 1 towers on opposite side of maps are gone. Tier 1 tower for the blue team is gone in their safe lane, with the solo lane tier 1 gone for the orange team. So there is the Kwang, Fury of the Heavens. Colombian with the scar. 4 shots the Kwang after the Fury of the Heavens. That damage is outstanding, with the Revenant ultimate giving him even more gold. 15,000 to the 17,000 here from Hawk Rider. How is he getting so much gold? Not that he has so much farm, but he does have 5 kills. So that 5 kill is going to work. Involved getting the boulder to the face, a Murdoch long armored law, and Colombian to blow him up. Strafe is now in deep doo-doo as well, as the Zinx goes down, Morgesh goes down, and he cannot deal with the amount of CC, even as a Grim, to take him away. So there's an easy 3-person kill from the blue team, taking down this mid lane. Now they have the siege advantage as they pressure this lane with the numbers advantage. I don't think they should be able to get a tier 2 out of this. I mean, if they focus that a lot, maybe they will. Redog choosing to use his combo on the Rampage instead of going for Colombian, interestingly enough. Caboose gets a Wukong gets a boulder to the face. Hawk Rider has to retreat. There is the Morigesh kill, and there it is. So there's the Morigesh ultimate. Take down the Hawk Rider. The Rampage takes him down pretty darn easily. Sour with the Sword of the Heavens, Sphere of the Heavens on the Crunch, but no, the Crunch does get away as they're trying to answer the blue team's pressure here in the mid lane, but the orange team simply doesn't seem to be able to get a kill beyond the Rampage. They are continuing. Phasma is in a bit of trouble here. Sour with the Sword of Heavens to try to get away. Colombian, though, wants Phasma really hard. Revenant is, oh, 4 shots Phasma, and Phasma just stands there and accepts his fate. So the blue team, the snowball is real. You can see that the fantastic rotations, the smallest little advantage goes a long way in this high skill match. With team snowballing, using crowd control, using people out of position, and using their heroes to the maximum potential that they can. It's phenomenal to see. It's nice to see, as now the orange team has some respite here. They do have vision on the map. They do have some wards around Fangtooth, so they are going to take Fangtooth 100% here with the security, knowing that the blue team has to go back and farm, which is exactly what they're doing. They know with the death here from the Rampage in the previous engagement, they had to retreat. Colombian and everybody else farming as well. So it's been a pretty crazy game here, 18-4 with Fangtooth in the orange team's favor, surprisingly enough, giving them a little bit of power and a little bit of gold boost. So 66,000 gold, 67 to 85. So that is a 22 attribute point difference here for the blue team, and you're going to see that in the kind of cards. Already Unbroken Spirit here from the Hawk Rider. Involved getting chonked. Morigesh getting 5-shot, I do believe. Was that 5-shot? 6-shot. And Colombian also taking out the Crunch. So Revenant, absolute beast here. Not much any of them can do. Grim trying to come in with his ability. Phasma is caught out of position as well. And really, I mean, the Fed Revenant is doing way too much. Absolutely overtuned. The Rampage trying to be the front line, trying to secure a kill here on the Grim or Wukong, but no, the sword does not land, and they get the tier 2 out of that. A fantastic push. So looks like the 2-person advantage is going to continue here for the blue team. They are all grouped up with an inhibitor push at the 16-minute mark. Looking to secure another pick, but no. Hawk Rider misses the boulder. Rampage with the boulder misses that on strafe. But looks like the Kwang is trying to go and just put some pressure on the inhibitor. No, isn't able to do that with a good stun. And was focused, but this orange team is simply too far behind to do any meaningful damage. And the inhibitor is getting chunked here by the Revenant. It doesn't look like they can get it just yet. They're trying to be safe, as there it is. Revenant stepping forward to make sure that the inhibitor goes down. There is the engagement. The Wukong is melted by the damage from the Rampage and Revenant. Strida, the strafe rather, the Grim gets absolutely obliterated, and looks like there was the surrender at the 17-minute mark from a 22-4 advantage here from the blue team. 96,000 gold to 72,000 gold. That is 34,000 gold ahead by the 17-minute mark. Colombian here with the 24,000 gold. Revenant 13-2 to 15,000. The other laner 14 and 18 here from the enemy. From the enemy Grim. So there is the snowball effect in full force, ladies and gentlemen, with just, you know, these high-elo players know how to follow up. They know how to respond. They know how to counter pressure. They know how to follow up and just kind of punish people for overextending, for doing, you know, pretty much anything wrong. So it's really ruthless. Is this good gameplay? I mean, it's really up to up to you, and whether you think stuff like this is it should be a possibility. So looks like we can take a look at the builds here. Numbing Rogue to be tremendous tank, along with Possessed Spryken for the advantage. We only have 1, 2, 3 Possessed Sprykens here from the blue team versus the 1, 2 from the orange team. So looks like they kind of were just out sustained, and then they simply weren't able to kind of come back from that strong early game pressure. So Unbroken Spirit Tyrant for tremendous damage and tankiness on a Rampage with the incredible sustain through his ultimate is I think it's really hard to balance Rampage, because his ultimate gives him so much sustain that you can build damage on him, do tremendous damage, but be an incredible tank. And I think we saw this in this game. Wards, Radiant Healer, and Possessed Spryken on Arachi. Pardon my pronunciation. Gives him tremendous sustain as well. Colombian here with Heavy Hitter, Guard Piercer. Oh my goodness, tremendous damage, and Sour. So there you guys go. What a steamroll, really? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Marillus Action is a game and screen recorder that offers the lowest megabytes per frame, the lowest computer resource usage, and the highest FPS recording. Check the link in the video description to learn more. Please like this video, like it, dislike it, share with the community, of course. Guys, subscribe if you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful. Please subscribe so you can do it for you in the future. Check the video description for links to my website, merchandise store, and Amazon affiliate link, as well as all of my social media right here. Please check out my Patreon account. And the various options to subscribe on Twitch and become a YouTube sponsor, as so many people have been doing it, and I want to thank them for the continued support and making it possible to make these videos for you. So thank you very, very much. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.